What is up, Sneed Sports Nation? We have this edition of our preview episode. This week is week number 2 of the 2021 NFL playoffs. This is the divisional round. These games are the second part of the playoffs. It was an amazing first round. Wildcard weekend was absolutely tremendous. We had some huge wins from some teams. There's a lot to cover this week as well. I know there's less games, but these games are starting to ramp up in amplitude. There are huge matchups here. We're going to go over all of those things today. So 2 teams had a bye week last week, Chiefs and the Packers, and we know that it could be a thing of rust or it could be rest. Let's take a look at all the possibilities. We'll do our predictions, and we'll see how we think things are going to play out this week for the round 2 divisional games of the playoffs. Starting with game 1, Saturday, 4:35 in the p.m., we have the LA Rams at the Green Bay Packers. The Rams, obviously defensively, they're quite dominant. What they did to Washington last week, they probably won't happen this week. I just don't see it playing out the same way for a couple of different reasons. And the main reason is the Packers are #good at football, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The Rams will need to score to keep up with the Packers, obviously. Green Bay has the NFL's top scoring offense. They've got big-time weapons in Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, and that connection is as good as it gets in the league. They also have nice supplemental wide receivers. To throw that in there, Aaron Rodgers will find guys, find them open, or throw them open. Aaron Jones is an absolutely tremendous running back. Their rush game is absolutely effective. Obviously, the Rams' defense is top of the league, and I don't want to downplay that. Aaron Donald is an absolute force, but he could be nicked up and injured. But the goons there are tremendous as well. Jalen Ramsey and the guys in the secondary are going to be there to play. The over-under on this game, I believe, is at 45.5. Green Bay is favorited, I think, here, -6.5. Green Bay's got the firepower offensively. I think it's going to be too much to overcome. I don't think the Rams can match what Green Bay can do offensively. I'm going to take Green Bay here on the win, 27-20. Game 2, 8:15 p.m. Saturday night, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. Wow, what a matchup this is going to be. I feel like this one is going to be a drag 'em out, sock 'em out, grinding type of game. You got the game with the league's, some of the most exciting young quarterbacks that the game has to offer. I think that's going to be a great matchup to watch. Baltimore with Lamar Jackson, the rushing effectiveness of that squad, along with, Dobbins and Edwards and Ingram, with Jackson running the ball. It's going to be a big staple of what they're going to do if they're going to win. If they can rush it effectively, I think they have a good chance here. A few critical third down conversions from Lamar Jackson, whether it's on the scrambling side of things or if he does it in the air, that's going to be the way that they're going to find a win. For Buffalo, it's really going to be all about Josh Allen, whether it's on the ground or in the air. Very similar between what Baltimore does and what Buffalo does with their quarterbacks. Stephon Diggs is absolutely unguardable. Cole Beasley and some of the other secondary pieces will need to find spots against the Baltimore defense. They're going to sell out to stop Stephon Diggs, and the Baltimore defense is very good. Baltimore definitely knows what they have to do to succeed on the defensive side. They'll have to contain a lot of those weapons. Buffalo, they're going to have their hands full with Lamar Jackson. Baltimore, they're going to have their hands full with Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. I do see that the over-under here is 49.5. Buffalo is the favorite, -2.5. I'm going to go with the upset special. Give me Baltimore by a field goal and a nail-biter. So I'm going to take them in a close game. Buffalo did struggle against the Colts last week in a game where I thought Buffalo was going to pretty much have the game in the bag most of the time. So Baltimore is definitely a better team than the Colts. So I think this is going to be really, really tight. I think it's going in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Next, we have the first game on Sunday, this one in the afternoon at 3:05 p.m., Cleveland at Kansas City. An over-under of 57 points, the Chiefs -9.5 in the favorites. Cleveland's going to have to possess the ball. They're going to have to run the ball effectively. That means Nick Chubb time, Kareem Hunt time. They're probably going to have to get 20 touches each if it's going to equate to a win. Baker, try to keep him around that 30 pass attempt or less mark. I stated that in my video last week. If the Browns were going to beat the Steelers, Baker was going to have to be at like 30 or 35 pass attempts or less, and he was, and they won. So I'm looking for the same formula this week. Convert some third downs. The Browns defense is obviously going to have to tackle. They're going to have to contain the goons of Kelsey and Hill and those guys, make Mahomes uncomfortable. You got to hit him. You have to shake him up pretty good early and often. The Chiefs, obviously, they're going to have to focus on stopping the run game. They're going to have to force Baker into throwing downs, third and longs, and things like that. Make him make mistakes. He is mistake-prone if you can shake him. Cleveland's going to want to drag this out as well. Make it dirty. Really possess the clock. Make it a grinder. I'm going to go with an upset special. I'm going to call it rust. 2 or 3 weeks off. They really haven't been playing well the last month of the year. I'm going with Cleveland with the upset, 28-24. The last game, Game 4, this one's Sunday at 6:40 p.m. in prime time. We got a 52 over-under. They've got New Orleans as the favorite here, -3. So we got the Bucs at the Saints. Is Tampa Bay as good as advertised? That appears to not be the case according to Vegas. This is a Breeze versus Brady matchup. The Saints defense versus the timeless wonder Tom Brady. I think they're going to have to hit Tom early, force him to want to throw, get that ball out quick, so that way there's no damage. Maybe they want to try to knock him around a bit. If you can get to Brady and hit him a few times, it really does change his effectiveness. If he could sit around and pick his spots, he's still very good. He will find Mike Evans. He will find Antonio Brown and Brayton, those guys, but you're going to have to contain that. You're going to have to reduce it. Fournette is going to have to get some touches here. He's going to have to run the ball effectively. If he doesn't, it makes Tom Brady's job a lot harder. Drew Brees, obviously, he's going to, if he can get the time and he could pick apart the Tampa Bay defense, loosen up the defense with screen passes and other plays underneath with Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, that combination of running backs, one of the best in the league. I think they're going to have big games, as well as Michael Thomas. He's going to have to get some looks in the red zone, and he's going to have to possess the ball and convert some of those third downs. Dude has great hands. Anyways, here, I really do like the Saints defense in this spot. I think the Bucs offense is as dynamic as it comes. I think it's going to be a really close game. I think this game ends up around 31-28 for a final score. I'm leaning New Orleans. I would not be surprised if Tampa Bay ends up winning this game, though, with the same score, 31-28. I think it's going to be close. This could potentially be the game of the week. It's possible. I think that maybe the Bills versus the Rams could also be the game of the week. But I'm going to go with this one because of the highlight of the quarterbacks. And, we're already talking or hearing about, retirement talk from Drew Brees. And we know Tom Brady is near the end of his career. How much do these guys have left? How do they play this game out? It's going to be a really good game. But again, I'm leaning towards the Saints 31-28. All right, y'all, so those are my picks. Let me know what you guys think of my choices. Let me know what you think of my predictions. How do you see the main factors of each of the games? Do you think I'm spot on? And, who's going to be the main X factor in each of these games? Those are just my thoughts into it. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Maybe you want to give me your take. Go ahead and comment below on each of the games or whichever games you're most excited about. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Go ahead, Sneed Sports Nation. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know who you think is going to win. And if you got your favorite team in the playoffs, maybe, something I don't know. Maybe I missed something. Go ahead and sound off in the comment section below. That's it for this one. We're looking forward to the games. I will be doing a roundup of the games on Monday, and we'll give you the scoop on everything that happened as we look towards Championship Sunday next week when we have the AFC and the NFC Championship games all set. Very excited about that. Things are heating up in the NFL playoffs. We're very excited about it. Thanks for taking this opportunity to listen and watch to the Sneed Sports channel. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon on the next video. Peace.